I made this?
This the rant of the real. Everybody telling lies, the truth first, so it's fuck how they do feel. Or you for real? Man, put that on your mama, you a gangster and you got more shit for real. This the rant of the real. Everybody telling lies, the truth first, so it's fuck how they do feel. Or you for real? Man, put that on your mama, you a gangster and you got more shit for real.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Rant to the Real, the pod where real niggas get on here and rant. This is the #1 podcast in the top 50. No need to look that up. Google is wrong. They're stealing your data right now. You do not trust them. I am your host, Uncle Trav, the hardest worker in the world. Well, I start your day off of eggs, bacon vibes, and I'm the vibes, yo. I do apologize if the jacket makes noise while I'm moving. That's all I had with me today. I grabbed my other jacket so I can put it on so I can come do what I need to do. But I have no idea what I did with it or where I put it. I ran into that issue the other day when I was at work. I had my food, and I thought I had sworn I grabbed it. So I'm looking all around. I searched the car. I searched the laundry room. I'm searching all over the place. Cannot find it. So I said, fuck it. Had to go buy me some food. I ain't eat all the food. Go open the refrigerator. That's where the food I spent the entire first half of my shift looking for. In the refrigerator. You know what's crazy is I never would have thought to look there because I don't typically put shit in the refrigerator that I'm going to eat that day. It's cool being where it is, you feel me? It's gonna get ate, right? But the fact that I put it in the fridge and forgot is insane. I searched everywhere but I was literally in the laundry room looking for that shit. It had no reason to be there. It had zero reason to be there. I'm walking through every place I done been through. I'm under the seat, behind the seat. I'm pulling everything out. Can't find it. And I feel like I did the exact same thing with this jacket. I probably didn't put it somewhere that I'm not thinking that I would ever go. And it's going to pop up on its own. So we'll see. It's usually cold here because this building, for some reason, the AC is on 24/7. So it's never, ever warm. It's always cold in this building. Because, it is the Oval Office, so we got to keep the germs out. But anyways, it's always fucking cold. And today I got tired of it, so I went and bought a space heater. And I put my name on it. And I also put don't touch. And I'm going to leave it in the corner, minding its own business. And I'm going to see just how long it takes for someone to complain. It's not if or will, it's how long before they complain. Because someone will be upset that I use my money to buy my own shit, but because I put don't touch on it, there will be complaints. Someone will be highly upset about that. And I'm going to let you guys know how long it took. I'm personally, I give it to Wednesday. But we'll see what happens. We'll roll the dice. You never know what it lands on. It's been a minute. I have not been in this room in a while. I usually record in my office. Now I have to sit in the presidential Oval Office. So I can kind of just do really my own thing. But today I didn't have that option. I usually like recording in my own personal space, but it didn't happen that way. So originally what happened was we were supposed to do a car podcast, but I didn't think it was going to be the best idea. I kind of wasn't very wrong. Because it was dark, and even though I bought a ring light to try to counteract that, it still didn't, it was awkward. You know, you're sitting in the car, it's three of you, there's a ring light going on. It was weird. And then I couldn't quite figure out how I wanted to do it. And it's like, I didn't want the very first time to do it be the day that needs to be the recording day. So I ended up scrapping the whole thing because I was like, well, there's too many variables on the day of. Should probably iron out the kinks before. Maybe do a test. Maybe do a Patreon episode. See how that looks and goes. See if it gets the right feel. Because if that's the case, then that's actually a real interesting way to spin off things, you know? Fuck going to a big open space, we could just do car pods and be drive around a pod, who knows? But like, it's getting cold outside. Need to find better venues. This building's always freezing, so it's a lose-lose. No matter where we go, it seems like it's always cold. So that's kind of what happened as to why we're in the Oval Office. Because I didn't like the original plan that I had, and I decided to scrap it. And I figured you guys missed this. You guys missed this lovely room. I'm not gonna lie, when I get my own nice luxury home, I want this style windows, you know? Like, I just want one big ass fucking window. I don't need curtains, I don't need blinds, I just want one big fucking window. Maybe like a mirror, like I can see out, you can't see in kind of deal. And yeah, it's one of those, look at all my nice shit. You peasants, you can never have this. Yeah, but that's the goal, is to have one of these giant ass fucking windows. The window is the wall. We're just knocking it out, reinforced wall. Whew. But enough about the boring shit. Let's get into the real shit. This has been a pretty fun week, not gonna lie. A lot of partying, like a lot of partying. This month has been a lot of partying, I ain't gonna lie. But this week specifically, it hasn't stopped. It's just been every single day that I had available, there was drinking and there was partying. And it was hard, drinking and partying. So, let me tell you about Thanksgiving. So originally what happened is I wasn't gonna go out. I had no intention on going out, right? But the streets be calling my name and they be like, please come out. So I answered the call. It was the Batman symbol in the sky. So, I go out to a friend of mine's house. Maybe one day I can do the pod with him. He's been asking, but we're both real busy people, so it's kind of hard to meet in the middle some days. So we go to his house, and if you know this person, you know he just throws the best fucking parties. Like, you do not miss the party. New Year's you don't miss, and you definitely don't miss the Christmas one. Those are the two you do not miss. So he's doing Thanksgiving one, send me the personal invite. I wasn't gonna go. You feel me? And in my head, when he threw it, I'm thinking we just gonna sit down at the Christmas table, at the big table. I'm thinking it's just gonna be, a little bit of us. I didn't know it was gonna be a full-on, rager. So, as usual, I show up fashionably late. He said it started at 5. I got there around 7:40. I walk through the door, everyone is lit, they're having a good time. It's about at least 25, 30 people there. The one dude who's always there, he's always a great time. Love him, great energy, lovely family. He always brings his family to every party too. Like, it doesn't matter what the party is, he got his wife and his kids with him. I respect it though. A lot of motherfuckers don't do shit with their wife and kids. So, I walked to the door and he's like, oh yeah, Trav here. It's a door entry fee. So he hands me a shot of, he pours a shot of whiskey, okay? So it's in a little red cup. All right, cool, shot. That's down. I think it was called Old Creek or something Creek. I don't know, it was something Creek, and it was disgusting. So That's the first shot. All right. I grab a little Thanksgiving food. I'm eating. I'm happy. Then it's like, all right, time to get a little something to drink. So mind you, there's a little cooler in the corner. It's like the yellow cooler with the red top, the like Gatorade type joints. You press the button and it just flow out. That's one of those. So I'm like, I bet. Cool. I pour up a red cup and I'm drinking. I'm like, oh, this tastes really good. It's sweet. My mind, I'm thinking it's Kool-Aid. Okay? That's not what it was. It wasn't until cup 2 that Yao goes, you know this rum punch? Excuse me? He's like, yeah, this rum punch. Oh. Whatever, still good. Now, mind you, I'm drinking out of the red Solo cup. I'm on my second cup of rum punch. So, I finished that cup. I then make an Incredible Hulk because I'm like, you know what? If we're jumping off the deep end, we're going head first. So I take the Hennessy, pour it in there. Take the Hypnotic, I pour it in there. Mix it up. It's got that awful green color. And I'm like, you know what? We're not Vikings. Let's give it some flavor. So then I add Sprite. Put a little Sprite in there. Mix it up. I'm drinking. It's great. Now, mind you, everything that I'm going to tell you, this cup never gets empty. It just gets low. So if you ever had a red cup, you know that bottom ring? That's kind of where everything kind of just landed at before it got topped off with something else, right? So I drink down the Incredible Hulk Sprite mix. I drink it down. I didn't know that Big Al decided to make one. So he made one, and he was like, try this. So I tried it. And he was like, that's good. He then pours half of his large cup into my cup. Now, mind you, I told you I was at that ring, so now I'm sitting at half a cup again. So I drink it down. Start talking to some people. We having a great time. We vibing. Now, mind you, it's still shots going on. There's still shot challenges. There's people calling you out like, hey, take a shot. They pull up with a little red shot cup. Everyone got a shot. So, after my cup gets down low, I drank all the Incredible Hulk mixed mine and the one Yao gave me. It's getting low. More whiskey. Whiskey is poured in the cup. All right, fuck it. I grab a, what is that? A Mountain Dew Baja Blast. Got a Baja Blast, pour it in there. Feeling good. Cup's getting low again. In walks through the door, it's another bottle. All right. The Luna Zell, or however you pronounce it, that big old square bottle. All right. We have went from, cognac and whiskey to tequila has entered the room. So, pour a little tequila in there. Cup is back full again. It gets down to that little red line. In walks through the door, Jose Cuervo. All right. We're doing shots of the Jose. Cup is back full. It's like the cup kept refilling itself. It would get to that line, and then it would back to the top. All right, so after the Jose Cuervo, after the Luna, after we finish Knob Creek, whatever the fuck that liquor was, after the Hennessy's gone, all right, we got no more liquor, right? We can finally call it a day. No, sir. There's still that big-ass cooler rum punch. And then there's, since it's his house, he be having, like, the fancy shit in these fancy-ass glass containers. Well, oh boy found it, the one who was making everybody do a shot door entry fee. It wasn't just me, he was making everybody do it. He found the good stuff. All right, the cup is back overfloweth. And yeah, it's super fucking drunk. And then on the way home, I was like, you know what? Filled it up one more time with the rum punch. That cup had so much shit in it. Now, mind you, it never lost its sweetness. The entire time of drinking, the cup stayed sweet. It never lost It's pizzazz. Right? It stayed sweet as fuck. It smelled horrendous, and the color was like a greenish purple. It was like it's like what you. It's so hard to describe what this greenish purple would look like. I'll find something to resemble the color of what it looked like. If you ever played Zelda and you gotta cook the food and you come up with some bullshit, that's what it looked like. It was just a potion. Like it was a cauldron of just, ugh. But it tastes amazing. The look was very deceiving. So yeah, that was Thanksgiving. Came home, was ripped, but I felt great. Good, great, and wonderful. You ever seen, the fuck's that movie? What About Bob? He just walks around, he's like, I feel good, I feel great, I feel wonderful. That was me. You know what? It was kind of like this color green. Like, it looked like this. Whatever this is, that's what it looked. That's a more symbol of what it was, right? So anyways, that was Thursday. Great food. You know what? For some reason, I have come to the realization that everybody can cook turk. Some people just can't cook a good turk. And there was two different kinds. There was the oven and there was the fried. Both were, they were dry. They were dry. And it was really hard. It's like eating a Popeye's biscuit. It's like, you know it tastes good when you doctor it up, but it's just like, God damn, trying to swallow this shit is hard. Flavor was there. It was just really hard to swallow because how dry it was. But other than that, let me tell you, the mac and cheese with the candy yams, that was different. That shit was to die for. And then mixing it, yo, for the people that came in late, they missed out because that shit was amazing. Mind you, I came 2.5 hours late and I almost missed out. So imagine the people that I told you that walked through the door coming through at like 10, 11. They was definitely missing out. So, that was Thanksgiving. Saturday, yes, I went to Buffalo. And I only went just for food, right? On my birthday, we went to this bar, and the lady told us about this burger joint. She said, if you go back to Buffalo, you gotta go to this burger joint. It's amazing. And she said she had some Doritos something, couldn't figure out the name of it, right? We looked at the menu, we reading the names and what it come with and all this stuff. We like, yo, this shit is fire. So, me and Alex, we like, yeah, we going down there. So we made the plan to go this Saturday. That just passed. Well, Saturday came. People that wanted to come with us originally, they bitched out. So it was like, all right, it was just me and Alex. So we said, fuck it. Went to the liquor store, hopped in the car, drove to Buffalo. When we left Rochester, clear skies. It was cold, but it was clear skies. It was like 20 minutes outside of Rochester, it was a whiteout, just up until the last 10 minutes to Buffalo. So like when we had 10 more minutes in the trip, the snow stopped. But yeah, that middle section, straight fucking blizzard. Like you couldn't see shit. Very scary. But fuck it, we made it. We get to Buffalo, and mind you, we were only there for the food, and we immediately left after we finished eating. But we went to some place called Rock Burger. And yo, let me tell you, when you walk in, they got this big ass sign and it says best burgers in New York State. They ain't lying on that statement, yo. They did not lie. I can't say in the world, I can't say in the US because I ain't tried other places yet. I've tried, gourmet burgers. I've been to Blue Wolf. Those were some amazing fucking burgers. Like, I have tried good shit. But this was different, yo. Like, this shit just hit so different. First off, you have a choice between stuffed, where you get what you want and they just put it in the burger. Or you can say, nah, put it on top. And then they just stacking it on the burger. But I went for stuffed, and I do not regret it. I had some shit called the Doritos Explosion, where it was crushed up Doritos, and then it was buffalo chicken dip inside the fucking burger. Yo, I can't tell y'all how good it was. You just have to go try it. And then it wasn't like a little skit. This shit was, you know what I mean? Like, this shit was huge. They made this shit bust. It was amazing. I enjoyed every minute of it. And then I had some shit, the loaded fries, right? So I told the lady, I don't eat pork, no bacon. I had got spicy ranch French fries, right? It had cheese on it. It had pepperoncinos on it, and it had something else. And then instead of the bacon, she had a burger put on it, so it was minced up burger. Yo, you didn't need no salt, no pepper. You didn't need no ketchup. It just hit. It is so fucking different, yo. And me and Alex, we sat, because he got like these fried crab ragoon rolls. Those hit different too. And they had this they had this like in-house duck sauce they made. That shit hit different. And we sat there and we enjoyed the fuck out that meal. You know what's crazy is when we went, we tried to go before they closed, but they was technically closed. But the lady still let us in because she saw how happy we were. We came in, we told her, we was like, yo, we drove from Rochester, we came an hour for this. We've been wanting to try it. And so she was like, you know what, we closed, but you can order up here and then you can get it to go. And we were like, do you mind if we just sit over here in the corner and eat real quick? So she was like, nah, it's cool. So whatever. She was really, really fucking nice, yo. Like, this was a nice lady. She genuinely was happy. She was like, where are you guys from in Rochester? I hope you guys get back safe. She was like, how'd you hear about us? That's great promotion. Like, she was so excited that we came all this way for this shit. And it was great. I shit you on that. I'm going back just so I could try other things, like the mac and cheese stuffed burger. Like, I don't even eat shit like that, but I will, just to say, like, yo, this shit was busting. Great food. You know what's crazy is we've been going to Buffalo all last week. We just said, fuck it. We get in the car and we out. It wasn't no plans. We'd just leave. Because I told y'all, was it the week before we went to Vice, and that was really great food. I don't know if I told y'all. We did go to Vice. It's a restaurant bar, club, whatever the fuck it is. We had got the buffalo chicken BBQ pizza, and then we had sesame chicken wings. Them shits was, yo, that was amazing. That was high quality. We originally wanted to go back to there just to keep bouncing around the Vice menu, but when we heard about Rock Burger, we like, oh yeah. So I skipped a day because I think Wednesday, we also went to Buffalo. We went to Buffalo to party. Yeah, it was the day after Thanksgiving. Yeah, we went the day after Thanksgiving, or the day before Thanksgiving. So we went Wednesday, because Thanksgiving would be Thursday. Ha, I'm there. So we went to Buffalo Wednesday, right? Well, mind you, I didn't think people would be out. It's cold. It's the day before Thanksgiving. We were wrong. It was raining in Buffalo, and there's still naked white people outside. They ain't give a flying fuck. So when in Rome, right, we out there partying, chilling, having a great time. So we get hungry. So we go to Jim on Main's or Jim's Steakhouse. I don't know. It's called Jim's. It's in Buffalo. It's a franchise. Went in there. It's wall-to-wall people. It is packed. It's so many people that they got 2 security guards. They got one outside, one inside. So you know that place be popping. They kick people out. I think they only allow like 10 or 15 people in. We didn't get kicked out because we was waiting for food, but the other people that was just there all got hit up in the suite. So I'm standing looking at this because the menu's on the wall. It's a big ass menu. It's like, it's like, it's just so many options. It's like anxiety inducing. This big ass fucking menu. It's on the wall. You got people talking around you. It's just too much. So I go to the shorty that's standing there and I go, hey, excuse me, I'm not from here. I ain't never been here. How is this place? Like, what would you recommend? So she like, shit, I'm not from here either. I'm from somewhere else. So she's like, all my friends got the same thing, so maybe you should try that. All right, cool. So I look at the menu. I look at what she said to try. I'm like, that don't sound half bad, to be honest with you. So then she gives me some of her sweet potato fries. She let me try those. I'm like, oh, this just slapping. You know, make a friend. Made a friend, right? Me and her, we locked in. So I get to the register and I tell, it's called the stinger. Told the lady, let me get the stinger. Couldn't hear her. She couldn't hear me, so she was like, or And I'm like, All right. She make the food, come back. I got some regular fries. The stinger was everything. I was so upset I didn't get the I got the So upset. So let me try to paint this for you. It's two flatbreads, right? Like the two long but skinny joints, right? So the thing I don't like about it is because it's split in half and it doesn't have that side seam like a regular sub would, but whatever. The bottom layer is the steak. It's the Philly cheese shit. It's chopped up. It's on the bottom. It's 2 chicken fingers, BBQ sauce, lettuce, tomato, mayo. Yo, that shit was everything. I don't know if it was the sauce or the chicken fingers, but whatever it was, it just made the whole thing. And then them nice ass fries, everything. Yo, I'm trying to tell you that shit was so good. It was amazing. We've been going to Buffalo and then just trying random ass food because places we've never been and have not hit a miss. Not one time have we been like, nah, this ain't it. It's like we've been going to these places and we like, damn, let's go try this. And me and Alice is like, we're going to Buffalo. We're going to go to Rock Burger to get their food. And then we're going to Vice to grab some food so we could take back. And that's what we did. We got food, ate, was full, went and ordered more food so we could take it home. And we already pre-scheduled the next food tour for next week, for this week coming up. Because there's so many good shit down there. We like, fuck this Rochester shit. We outside. Maybe during the summer, if we'd have known about this, oh yeah, we'd have been going crazy. But it is what it is. We eating now. It's been a fun week, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I've had some good food. We've had some good drink. It's been a great fucking time. I cannot complain. I cannot. Life is what it should be right now. You know what I mean? So, I gotta tell you about this psycho-ass story that happened with Yao, right? We was yesterday, which would be Sunday. No, it'd be Saturday because we came back from Buffalo. We linked up with Yao because we left at like 8 or 7:30. We got back at midnight. Yeah. So we linked up with Yao. He said he wanted to go to Taco Bell. I said, all right. So we went to Taco Bell, and the flow of the conversation was insane. So we were talking about the podcast or something. He was like, yeah, you be wanting to do all these shows with Trainees and shit. And I was like, hold on, it's different. We already had one trans person on that was female to male, so now we gotta do a male to female trans. He was like, nah, we can't do that. This nigga said, females can't be trannies, only males can be trannies. So me and Alex look at this nigga like, what the fuck did you just say? He's like, imagine this. A dude comes out of town. He having a good time. He get drunk. He see something he like. He talk it up. He take it home. It's still got a vagina. It's not a tranny. It's still a girl. It's still acceptable. So we like, yo, you mean to tell me if a dude comes out of town, gets drunk, looks at a stud that looks like a boy, talks just human out, takes them home, finds out they got a vagina, he gonna be slightly upset because he was looking for penis. He wasn't looking for vagina. He like, nah, it's still not gay. He's like, females can't be trannies. Males can be trannies. So I'm like, well, what does a female have to do to be considered a tranny? He was like, she'd have to get the surgery. That's it? He's like, yeah. So the hormones, the name change, the face tats, all that shit, that don't qualify? Nah, I still got a vagina. You are fucked, my fuck. Now, mind you, we are in the Taco Bell drive-thru with the window down. So the people is listening to this shit and they dying. Yo, even they chimed in to tell him that he was a fucking retard. They like, yo, females can transition into males. And he like, nah, if they still got a vagina, they still not a tranny. Kobe Bryant, what the fuck are you talking about? And it was so funny because it was the fact that the people that worked there heard this and they had 3 cents to add to this. And it was like, and this all started because of his statement about the progression of, you know what, we sat down with one, let's sit down with another one. And that one was going to spill the tea and tell us everything. We're moving forward. We're very progressive. We do not hate and don't discriminate over here, over at the Ranch of the Rail University. We talk about any and everything. And you know what? If a trans person wants to come sit and share their story, spill the tea, let us know what it's like on the other side of the river, then yeah, we're going to let them come over here and spill a fucking tea. We're going to talk about it. We want to know. There's questions. Maybe they just want to get some shit off their chest. You know what I mean? People feel super comfortable on my platform. I don't know why. What they do. Maybe because real niggas is telling real stories. This shit ain't fake. I was watching something and another podcast, and they were talking about, this one dude was like, why people are scared of crocodiles. And he was like, crocodiles aren't scary. They're just little tiny little, whatever. And he's like, you know what's scary? Ostriches. And when you're comparing the two, I gotta go with him on the ostriches are more terrifying than crocodiles because, A, I'm not a nigga that's intrigued by water or swamp, so I probably wouldn't go anywhere near where they are. Now, granted, I could be in Florida, it's just one in my backyard, it happens. I still won't go near the fucking thing, but like at the end of the day, I feel, I could be wrong, that you can get away from a crocodile. Like you see it and you could get away. Or let's say you get close enough because you wasn't paying attention. It's like right there. You could easily still high step, maybe jump. Like I feel like you could run away from it. Like I don't feel like crocodiles are putting up a chase. Like I could be wrong. I'm only speaking off of what I think and the little bit I do know, right? I don't think they have the energy to chase you for longer than like 10 seconds, right? Like they trying to get you, but you're not putting up the full on predator mode. Like a lion probably will hawk you down. It will chase you for an hour, but I don't think the crocodile will. When it comes to the ostrich, I think it will. This is a 6 foot to 7 foot tall bird, right? Its legs go forward and backward. Like it can move its leg however it damn well pleases with no restriction. Like it can go all the way forward, it can go all the way back. It also runs 45 miles a fucking hour. You're not getting away from it. So your only option is if it's angry at you, like you gotta fight back. Or just hope that it gets tired of kicking your ass. And like, it's fast. It probably kicks. I don't know what its bite force is, but it probably hurts. I don't know, do they bite? Okay, it says they bite, but it's not painful. They typically try to avoid humans. But they're like geese, right? Like, everyone knows you don't fuck with the geese, right? There's geese in the backyard here. Those geese will fuck you up. You don't fuck, and they have their babies back here. Like, these geese will hurt you. These aren't Canadian geese. Like, they don't look for fights. Canadian geese look for fights to pick. These geese are just regular fucking, geese that just come through. It's a big ass pond right there. They lay their eggs. Like, we watch the cycle year out of the goose duck life, because the geese and the ducks, they live back here. And, you can watch the life cycle if you're here long enough. It's very interesting. Because you're like, oh, look at it. You watch the ones that can barely walk and they get stuck in the grass. And then you come back 2 weeks later and then they're no longer white, they're gray. And they're short and they're strutting around. And, and then you watch them and then they're these big fucking giant things at the end of the season. So, yeah. You don't fuck with them, though. Like, there was a time they left the door open here, and one of the geese flew in. It was a bitch to get that goose out. Like, that bitch was fighting. They was terrified of that mom. And we don't leave doors open anymore because they just randomly will walk in. And they're protected over here, so you're not allowed to do anything about it, or you will be fired. You do not fuck with the geese. But it's a known fact that if you fuck with the geese, regardless, they will fight you, right? And I feel like it's the same concept with an ostrich. You fuck with the ostrich, it will fight you. And I don't think it'll stop. I don't think it'll just back off or like let you really, like, let's say you fuck with it and then try to run away. I think it will come after you until it's done. Until like somewhere in its head it goes, all right, I think he got the message. I think he got it now. Don't get me wrong, I'm not a wildlife expert. I don't fucking know. I just don't think they give the fuck up. And I think that ostriches are more terrifying than crocodiles. I could be wrong. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Ostriches or crocodiles, which one's more terrifying? Let me know. If you see me, please tell me. I would want to know. What do you think? Just by what you currently know. Not even looking it up, not Googling it. People in Australia probably fucking know where they're at. I'm not fucking with an ostrich. I'll probably fuck with a crocodile. Like, I feel like I could fight a crocodile off, make it run away. Ostrich, it might keep fighting. It might be like, hell no. They're not taking this level of disrespect. Who knows? Because, like, a crocodile, if you, like, keep whacking it, it's like, fuck this, this hurts, I'm leaving. The ostrich, like, you grab it by its neck. What do? It can still kick you. Nah, I ain't doing it. A lot of y'all probably don't, because I know I don't. But I do watch the highlights, the clips, the reels, all that, and that's what's entertaining, is the short form, not the super long shit. I understand that from my own views. The short form is where it is, long form, maybe it gets love, maybe it doesn't. But Kai streams are insane. And I watched a nice, decent chunk of when it was him, Kevin Hart, and Drewski. Them niggas is funny. And, a lot of people currently giving their 2 cents. So, you feel me? I'm just an asshole with opinion, so I'm giving my 4 cents. When Drewski called that little boy a little fat-ass nigga, that was funny. That was hilarious.
Adam's family.
What's your name, little nigga? Not you, nigga. I'm talking about the little fat nigga.
Yo, come on, bro. Come on.
Fat nigga.
Yo.
Y'all been saying that to me all fucking night. Everybody call me the fat nigga all night, but I can't call the other little fat nigga the little fat nigga.
Black ass one.
Man, y'all niggas been fuck out of here, nigga.
No, come on.
Y'all wanna have fat phobia when it come to the kid, but not me?
He's like the fucking kid.
Nigga, what about me, nigga?
He's fine. You're a grown ass nigga.
Man, y'all niggas been calling me fat all night.
Juicy. Oh, shit.
Oh, y'all. Fuck.
This nigga.
You good?
Yo, man, you messing my fucking sweater.
What, you want some food,
nigga? They might put something in your food, nigga.
Oh,
God, he's crying, man. They might put something in your food.
That's That shit whack, bro.
Yeah, you know
But that's what I'm saying. But y'all niggas want me to pay
was younger than you.
But y'all do it to me though.
No, when he was younger, they called you fat. You
My bad, bro. My bad.
Good?
My bad.
But he's crying. He's dead ass crying. You fucking
Nah. What's your name, Lil?
But the fact that he cried about it is crazy. Because it's like, I get it. He's 10. Whatever. But at the end of the day, you watch Kai's streams. You've watched some of Drewski. You had to because those two get on it. Drew gets on Kai's shit a lot of time. And like Kevin Hart, the biggest fucking comedian in the world, come on. Everyone knows who that is. And you know they just play around all day. They joke all day. They just fuck around all day. And Drewski asked the little nigga, he said, hey, yo, what's your name? The little boy's looking crazy. He's like, yeah, you, the fat ass nigga. And then he started crying. And it's like, God damn, bro, that's what hurt your feelings? I know you've heard worse in school. You can't sit here and tell me you've never heard worse. Because when I was in school, I got picked on too. Niggas would try to say some crazy shit to me. The difference between me and them is I start punching niggas in the mouth and that shit stopped immediately. But it didn't stop from them trying to do it. I had a huge head. They made fun of my head. And I started punching niggas in the eye and all that shit stopped immediately. It didn't last. Didn't last very long. I was no longer the butt of jokes. But they still flew. They still picked on you. And you mean to tell me somebody, a grown man calling you fat, a comedian called you fat and you didn't roll with it? And then the crazy part is, all right, he apologized to little homie. They got him feeling better. Little homie's mom sits down in front of a camera and says that he physically and verbally assaulted her son.
Fat ass but he's a big ass silverback gorilla. He had no business talking to a 9-year-old like this. My son was there to do a job for acting, and that was not a part of it.
Hold on. Never touched the little nigga. Matter of fact, he was so far away from him, he couldn't have. There was at least 4 people length, the vision between them. And all he called him was a fat ass little nigga. I don't really see how that's verbally assaultive. Okay. But then, let's say she went with the verbal assault. She claps back and says that Drewski was a silverback gorilla, and she called him a nigga. What are we doing? You can't be the pot calling the kettle black. If you're going to be mad about something, you can't then go do the same. People kill me, yo. And it's like, is this a cash grab? Is you just want a little extra something? Because, you purposely signed your kid up to audition to be in this skit that they were doing. They do the Thanksgiving skit, and then you get your feelings hurt because this nigga Drewski went off script. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of parents who just aren't good at their job. Just because you can have kids and you raise them don't mean you're good at it. There are some parents that just fucking suck. And I think this is one of them. You probably just an ain't shit parent. Some people just be so mad and look for someone else to be mad at that they cling to the first thing that they can be angry at and they just go for it. You put your kid on an adult stream where it's adults, it's comedians, okay? This wasn't a kid's stream. It wasn't children here. These are grown-ass men. What did you think would happen? Did you think it was going to be sunshine and roses? Why do you think other people care about your kids like you care about your kids? That concept escapes me. Why do you think your children are safe outside of your reach? Because they're not. They're not safe in school. They're not safe with the government. They're not safe with the police. They're not safe with your friends and family. They are safe with you. What you think because, they won't do it. Why won't you think they won't do it? What in your mind tells you that this is 100% safe and a smart idea? And you also have to be wary of what happens. You put your kid on a fucking stream that more than 50 million people watch. What do you think's gonna happen? It's all a fucking joke. This isn't even real. You're getting paid off of YouTube and ad revenues, all kinds of shit. This isn't fucking the Cartoon Network here. We're talking about self-made millionaire YouTubers. Yeah, anarchy's gonna fucking happen. You either accept it or you don't. But you don't blame them because your kid had a bad fucking turnout. It came with the territory. And then you gotta think about it. When you are you go after small independent businesses, you think they're not ready to fight the fuck back. Realistically, a lot of these YouTubers make more money than fucking movie stars. You really think they can't afford to fight you back? You think they don't have good lawyers sitting on the side ready to go? A PR team waiting to be like, we're sorry? It is what it is, yo. You didn't learn nothing from none of these shit that happened. R. Kelly, P. Diddy, Epstein, Nickelodeon, Disney. Everybody that went to these people's houses, that fucked around all these famous movie producers. Justin Bieber tried to tell you that he was playing with his butthole for forever, and no one fucking cared. And then you think, oh, it's just going to a YouTuber's house. No, they're not fucking safe. You gotta be so worried about the dollar signs, then when the shit comes crashing down, that, hey, maybe this is a bad idea. Now you're concerned parent of the year. Get the fuck out of here. You ain't give a shit about them when you signed them up. But I digress. All right, y'all, we're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna call it a day. We're gonna get the fuck out the Oval Office. I'm surprised I was able to make it this far with no interruptions. This is amazing. I need a little soundboard thingy so I can, get the claps and gunshots and all that cool shit going on. I've been meaning to get it, and I was sitting on it, and they still got Black Friday, Cyber Monday deals and shit. Maybe I could look into it. I don't know. This shit is a joke, the Cyber Monday, Black Friday shit. Like, these ain't fucking deals. What is 15%? What the fuck is 15% off a $1,500 item? Please fucking tell me. It's not even $100. I can't do shit with that. It's not a fucking deal. This is bullshit and you know it. It's like they purposely pry after the sheep, the weak-minded, the shit consumers. They go after the whales, the people that don't care about spending $300 if it sounds like a deal. And realistically, it's not. And I guess if you're going for cheap, then and the cheaper gets cheap, then sure, whatever. But what the fuck am I gonna do with 10% off a washer? It's still gonna be around $800. Think about tax. You took 10% off. All right, add the 8. I've only took off 2 fucking percent. I didn't save shit. I need a real fucking sale. Give me 80% off. Give me 70% off. The shit that's going out of stock and you don't know what to do with it. I'm looking at these Apple deals. They're still selling computers from 2015 that they don't even make no more. They don't have the parts for them no more. If it break, you're fucked. But they still want $1,000+ for it, and they're talking about 5% off. What the fuck am I gonna do with that? No, it's not a good deal. And people will still buy this shit. We gotta clap back. We gotta be smarter consumers. But like I said, we're getting out of here. We're calling it a day. Tune in next week. We're not gonna be in the private bunker. We're probably gonna pull off the car pile. Who knows? But we'll be back, y'all.